Alright everybody, this is a bit different kind of video. I'm going to be recording a Let's Play of this game that I've been waiting so long to be able to play. I have already played through it, and I have beat it already actually, so you're not watching my first playthrough, unfortunately, but that's alright. It means that I won't waste time trying to do stuff that I don't know how to do, so here we go. I'm going to... I don't know if there's any way to erase a game on here, but I started this one the other day. You know what? I'll just do it this way. So rewatch the intro, yes.
Lucky and Piggy are the best of friends. They curl up to sleep when the day ends. But Glor crept in, looking for a treat. And took Mr. Piggy as something to eat. Pig gave a yelp, and Lucky leapt from bed. He raced off to help. As the wily Glor fled. A golden coin trail showed him the way. This is Lucky's tale. And it's time to play.
Alright, so that's the intro there. It's changed a little bit over time. If you've been following the development of the story, you will know that at one point Lucky was going after his sister. And I will admit I was a little bit weirded out when I found out that they changed it from his sister to his piggy bank. But whatever, it works. I can't understand what sort of logistical reasons there were for doing that, but I'm sure that they were there. Maybe they didn't want to model two foxes, I don't know. So I imagine it's harder to model another creature like Lucky than it is to do a pig. Or maybe they just thought it'd be cute. These guys are hilarious. Look at their eyes. So I'm playing this on a DK2, by the way. I don't have a CV1 yet. Might be getting one in a couple of months, but yeah, unfortunately I don't have the money right now, so no CV1 for me at this point in time, but thankfully the Rift software works with the DK2, which I have, and so I was able to download this game, and it, you know, it's a free packing game with the Rift, so basically if you have the software, then you have the game. Unless that was some sort of glitch, I don't know, but for whatever reason I ended up not having to pay for it. And my understanding is nobody's had to pay for it. And that's awesome. So what I'm losing out on is about 15 frames per second. Which I don't know, I assume that's not negligible, or else they wouldn't have worked so hard to put it in. But I'm certainly not missing it when I have never tried it, so to me this is amazing. And for some reason the DK2 just works better after installing the Rift software. I don't know if it's just because, you know, I'm playing actual games now that have been fully optimized and made for release instead of just demos that people are putting out on Oculus Share or what, but yeah, this game runs just the way I would expect it to, you know. When I first downloaded it, I was kind of worried that there would be like frame drops and stuttering. And I was totally prepared to just put up with that to be able to play this game because I'm obsessed with it. But luckily I don't have to. So sorry. You know, this is the first Let's Play I think that you'll ever see from me, but it's certainly not the first one I've recorded. But I'm not fantastic at them yet. Obviously, you'd have seen them by now if I was, but usually my problem is that something goes wrong with the recording, or my voice is too quiet, the music of the game is drowning it out. So this time I did a test run beforehand to make sure my levels were good. You'll notice right now that what you're seeing is just a tiny square screen overlaid over I put up a Lucky's Tale wallpaper on my computer so it at least looked alright. So, you know, I've got some learning to do if I'm going to do these things, obviously. But for now, I just use Windows Movie Maker to put these things together. And so far it's worked for what I needed it to, but I have no idea how to make it focus on only that little square. And I know you can do it because I've seen people do it, though they're probably not in the program. But I'm sure there are programs out there that would let me do it. I just... Right now, especially right now, I don't have the time to learn it, so... Oh, I found a present. Press Y in the storybook to view your presents. Excellent. Shoot, 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 shoot! I like that. Shoot, 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 he says. What a jerk, right? Holy, they're just standing there. You're the one running around like a crazy person. So, for those of you who don't know, which is probably all of you, this game... Okay, so I started VR, getting into VR ages ago. I waited like 20 years for VR, but we'll start with the most recent trip into VR land, which started in, I believe, April 2014, so we're talking like 2 years ago now. I made my own little like cardboard sort of HMD holder thing. And that really got me excited about VR, and you know, the quality of the games that were showing up on the store were absolute crap, and I was thrilled with that because I was like, you know what, I bet you I could do this, because I'd heard a little bit about Unity, and I was like, I'm going to download Unity, and I'm going to learn how to make games. Because right now, you can make VR games, and you know, people are very forgiving about it, about the quality, because, you know, it's VR, and everybody's excited for VR. So they're willing to put up with stuff. I know, it's a terrible motivation, but for me it got me going. It made me think that it was possible. So I downloaded Unity and I started learning to make games, right? And you know, at the beginning it was really crappy. But you know, after a while I started learning properly, and eventually I learned that I also had to download, you know, 3D modeling software, so I did Blender and started making my own assets for the games and stuff. And at some point during this, I came across Lucky's Tale, which I had been so super excited about, because I had actually been trying to make a Mario game, essentially. I was trying to clone Mario in VR at the beginning, and just like World 1.1. I was just trying to see if I could do it, and I thought, well, there's nothing more iconic or familiar to people than that, so... Oh shit! Darn it. Look at me getting cocky, trying to grab everything. Oh, way back here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. That's alright, gives me another opportunity to do this. Anyway, so I was trying to make Mario, and at some point I thought, you know, it would be really cool to, instead of, you know, see it from Mario's perspective, to pull the camera back a little bit and see Mario as you play. But I didn't know how to do that. Anyway, well, I failed miserably this time, didn't I? I'm sure you can do it. But anyway, Um, anyway, so I thought that would be really cool. And then, like, E3 happened. I think it was that year it happened. And Playful was there with Lucky's Tale. It was a third-person platform. I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody else is thinking the same thing as me, that these will be amazing in VR. And, you know, of course, the reactions from people who played it were like, this is awesome, this is how these games are meant to be played, right? But everybody who hadn't tried it was like, what? Why would you want to be third-person in VR? And I was like, oh, come on, are you serious? Why wouldn't you want that? Like, I don't feel like I'm not in this world. I'm totally there. It's just that this world is tiny and there's a little fox here with me. But anyway, so then I got excited, and especially because I saw it. And this is the level. The one that I just played is the level that I saw. Mind you, it's changed, and I'm a little bit salty about that. I wish they'd left it alone, but they didn't. And it's their games, they do what they want. But I watched this video over and over and over, and I was like, I don't know how long it took me. It didn't take me long, because I was already sick of waiting for Oculus. That's why I made my own headset. And I was like, you know what? I'm sick of waiting for Lucky's Tale, so I'm going to start making it. So this whole story started because I was telling you about how I'm making games, and I tried to make a game that was similar to this. But now I actually forget what the end of the story was. So, there you go. Well, you got some rundown on how I got into VR anyway. But this game just it has me so much more excited about my own game, about making my own game. And plus, you know, I was trying, because if you look at it, you will see that it's very heavily inspired by this game. And obviously, you know, if I'm going to release a game, that's going to have to change because, you know, I like Playful. I don't want them to sue me, but like even like the level, you see how that, you know, the stone is with those lines going, the brown lines going across it and stuff. Like that's the style I was trying to emulate for my level. But I was trying to study the YouTube video, and it was so hard because, you know, you can't really get a good look from a 2D YouTube video at what these objects look like on VR. But now that I actually have it, and I can, you know, get in really close and see it, I'm getting so many ideas for how to do things, and yeah, it's cool. I'm loving it. I love this game. I would say that this is probably my favorite game that I've played in a long time. Not just VR game, but any game. So like, look, see those points? You can see them behind the board. And of course, because, you know, you got the positional tracking, you can lean in and you can see. Okay. Now the tracking volume is better and more accurate on CV1. Thankfully, there are no points in this game where I need it to track the back of my head. So that's something CV1 can do. Yeah, and if it was required, I wouldn't be able to play the game, so. Anyway, I wasn't planning on doing 2 levels, but I wasn't done my story yet, so I started this one. So I guess you're getting 2 levels in this playthrough, but I think from here on out, they will be just 1 level at a time. Oh, darn it. Though, you know what, maybe I'll do 2 levels at a time. This 1 level seemed kind of short, actually. It would have been even shorter if I hadn't died. Plus that way, you know, I don't have to set all this crap up more than is necessary. Would have been cool if I could, like, hack off that cord and watch the kite fly away. When I first started playing this game, I, you know, because one of the things that you know, because I obsessively watch every interview or whatever with the people who make this. And one of the things that it was either Dan Hurd, who's the artistic art director, or anyway, whatever. He's some sort of director on this game. It was either him or holy crap! What? I'm drawing a complete blank right now. I know his name. I have not forgotten your name. I'm sorry. Well, that was just weird, making enemies coming at me. You know, the problem is I can't get the name Brendan Erie out of my mind, and that's not at all who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the CEO of Playful, whose name I know. Paul Bettner. Thank you. Jeepers. One of them was saying, you know, like the good thing about, you know, playing these games in VR is you're not dependent on the shadow. You know, in other 3D games like 3D platformers, you know, you're always like making sure that the shadow was above the piece of land that you're gonna land on, right? When I first started playing, I was like, I don't think that really pans out, because I'm having a lot of trouble judging, you know, where I am and stuff like that. But after playing it for a while, that sort of went away, and I find that I'm getting a lot better at it. And it's actually a lot of fun to try to chain together jumps whenever it's set up to do that. Oh, dang it. I just love the look of this game. That's the thing that made me fall in love with it in the first place, is how it looks. Such a perfect art style for a game like this. And I was saying on the last time I tried to record this playthrough that even though it has clearly taken a lot out of the Mario playbook, it still doesn't feel like a derivative game, I guess you would say. It feels very much like its own game. Like I don't feel like I'm playing Mario with a fox, right? I feel like I'm playing Lucky's Tale. They've done a very good job of making the game look like its own thing, and it plays like its own thing. You know, Lucky's a lot more floaty than Mario is, and that makes a difference. At first, I wasn't sure I liked it, but, you know, having played through the game now and then replayed several levels over again, I've played enough that I've gotten used to it, and I actually do like it a lot. And that gives it a different feel as well. But, you know, I've seen a lot of people online, and you know, they said it when, you know, like when I show off my game as well, they say, oh, why don't you just like clone Mario, or hey, congratulations on the Mario clone, or something stupid like that. And I mean, for me, I just take that as a compliment. I'm like, are you serious? You think this looks like Mario? That's like the hugest compliment ever. But you know, there's some people that just like, they think that anything that is a 3D platformer is a ripoff of Mario. And while it is certainly does have a lot of Mario aspects to it, including those invisible coins that appear when you run over them and stuff, it doesn't feel like a Mario clone, and that's, to me, that's what's important. Maybe to you that's not important. You still feel that it is a Mario clone, and that's fine. You know, we're all entitled to be wrong once in a while. So, that's a joke. I was joking right now. Okay, so I'm gonna get killed on the next hit. Unless I get a sign, then we're okay, good. Alright. So, I think every level has a present in it. I'm not sure. I don't think I've... Wait, no, I did find the this level. Maybe it's the next level I never found. There's a few levels I've not been able to find the present in yet, even on my other games. Oh, jerk. So, But I mean, even the stuff that they take from Mario, there seems to be, in some cases, a twist on it, right? Like, this is very much the flagpole, right? Like, the higher you get on the rope, the more the points are worth, right? But, oh, dang it! Oh, nuts, sorry. But I don't know, for some reason, because it's a rope hanging off of a hot air balloon, and, you know, he's not lowering the flag or whatever. I don't know, it just feels different to me. Alright. I have to say, I think of all my levels in this game, this one's my least favorite. And, you know what? That's 2 levels. So we're going to end this here. I'll give you a look around this level, a little sneak peek of what you'll see in the next video. Alright. I like that it's at night, but, I don't know, for some reason this level just rubbed me the wrong way the first time, but, I don't know, looking around it now, I actually think it's pretty nice looking, so, anyway, whatever, we'll see you next time. Okay, thanks for tuning in, bye for now.